If you have been watching some of my vlogs, you will know how I came about this mini-series, The Mind. Lately, I've been putting some of my personal thoughts on this channel. Please be advised that my personal thoughts and point of view should not be seen as a way to treat your personal problems. Perhaps some of my perspectives is just another basic social media point of view. If you have any mental issues or going through some personal situation, I will advise you to seek professional help. They will better guide you through your hardship. I appreciate you watching this video and thank you for your understanding. Now, here's the video. Enjoy.
So before I start the mind series, as you can see, I'm in my bed. Um, so you know where I am. So instead of me showing you my face laying on my bed, I'll probably put up some videos of my workout and just listen to the audio. So you see where I am? I'm on my bed. So here we go. Here are some videos of my workout, but listen to what I'm saying. And it might be a bit controversial. It's up to you to decide, and let me know what you think. That's all. Enjoy the video, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. It's March 24th, and it's about 9:17. One of my moments, and I may have touched that topic before in terms of nutrition. The part that I'm thinking of in terms of nutrition is when you put stuff in your body, if you don't know what it is, because there are different things that I take really careful of, is when I put things in my body, how it affect me, because I've had experience. I learned from my experiences, and I believe early 2007 or 8, I was sick. I didn't know. I kept going to the doctor. They didn't know what was wrong with me. But I didn't eat anything crazy. I wasn't like health conscious as I am now, but I was never into greasy stuff or eat unhealthy things. But I was working. I would buy food at restaurant near my job and things like that. So I assumed that something within that place that I bought food probably affect me, or it's just my body that went through something naturally. So I kept going to the doctor, and they couldn't find out what was wrong with me until one day when they finally did a test. They saw what was wrong with me. They called me at my job. That was one of the scariest moments in for me. They called me, and my doctor said she had to submit me to the hospital today. Imagine you get a call like this. You're like, what the hell is going on? So at that moment, I had to call my boyfriend. At that time, we weren't married. Call my family to say, I'm going to be submitted to the hospital. I just received this phone call. It was just crazy. And I'm just bringing back some memories to show you how I learned from my experience. So I didn't know if it's something I ate or if it was my body who just react naturally to something and create that particular problem. It was I believe it was an abscess near my kidney. So they had to drain it out. And I was in the hospital for good, I think I went on either Thursday or Friday, and then I was out on was it Monday or something like that, and then the following week I didn't even waste any time and just went back to work. That's another topic within itself too, because something happened after that, because I was getting sick a lot. My body was being cold, and 1 minute I could be freezing in the middle of the summer. I was freezing. My body was chill. I would wear a jacket, and I would look ridiculous on the street because my body was cold, freezing cold. nothing, and it was in the middle of the summer. And then a few minutes later, I'm burning hot. So I was going from hot to cold, nonstop, and there were times I couldn't see. I will just stand there and I couldn't see anything in front of me. And that's how bad that thing was. And I kept going to the doctor. They couldn't find out what was wrong with me. For months, I believe 2 months, I kept on going. I was like, something is wrong. I kept getting sick. And the worst thing is that when I call for the appointment, they don't usually give it to you the day that you are sick. It's like a week later, a couple of days later, and by that time, the symptom is not there. So they couldn't figure out what was wrong. So they kept doing a lot of tests, x-rays, this and that, until one day they found out it was an abscess near my kidney and they need to drain it out. So what I learned from that, not only I hate being at the hospital, that weekend the weather was perfect. I was looking out my window. I was like, oh, I would have been doing this. I would have been riding my bike. I would have been doing this, enjoying the nice views, this and that. And I was stuck in the hospital and just doing some crazy stuff, trying to get healthy. So that was one experience, is enjoy my time when the weather's nice, to enjoy life, because being at the hospital wasn't nice. It wasn't healthy for me. It was miserable. So I learned to enjoy my days, even though I'm home and stuff like that, but I enjoyed it. I make sure I enjoy it. I'm in that moment. So that's one. The other thing is things that I put in my body. I try to be really careful, even with supplement. I'm not saying every supplement is bad or something like that, but because when things go in your body, you can't really see it like it's something on your skin or something like that. You can't see it. When it goes in the body, it affects internal organs. It affects stuff that you cannot touch yourself to pull it out. When it goes in your bloodstream and things like that, it's really difficult to get back to normal. So I was just thinking about things like that. I see people popping out every supplement that there is out there. They make it look really, I guess, popular or hip or something like that. But one thing like I said, please, there is absolutely nothing wrong with supplementation. Nothing like that. All the things that are out there. But one thing I kept in mind when it comes to supplementation, I read somewhere they are not regulated as well as with medicine. So as long people said supplement, they give a leeway into guidelines. So ever since I read that, I don't consume myself with supplementation, because everybody tried to make money. Once they said supplementation, look, I may not be right on that, okay? So please do your research. But this is what's going in my mind and how I process things and how I make it part of my life after reading this particular article. I don't even remember where I got that from. It's random stuff that I find that usually caught my attention, that is worth reading, and I'll read it. And then one small part out of a big article that I got out of it is that supplement companies are not very well regulated. I'm not sure about other countries, but at least in the United States, they're not very well regulated. So with people who's really want to try to make money, they could put some crazy things in the supplementation and then call it whatever it is that they want to do. So I try to be careful with supplementation. One thing that I try to do, because I think I touched that, but this is a different, addition to that in terms of supplementation, is that the body is designed to do what it's supposed to do to keep you healthy. So therefore, before I take supplementation, I allowed my body to produce the natural energy that it needed to do the work. And I try to focus on taking things that's already available, things that is grown out of a plant or things like that. There's research, with nutrition, things like avocados. I love avocados. Is a natural fat, and that you need to you need. Okay, let me step back a little bit in terms of nutrition based on my understanding. Please do further research. I focus on 3 specific macronutrients: is protein, fat, and what's the other one? Carbohydrate. The two ones, the two macronutrient that you need for the gym is carbohydrate and fat. The first one that the body needs to produce energy is carbohydrate. And then once you run out of carbohydrate in your system, if you still want to work out and you need the energy, what happens is that the body tap into your fat system for energy. So this is the 2 main one. And the one that you don't want your body to tap on for energy is protein. Why? Protein is muscle building, and this is what we want. So this is why sometimes when I'm going to the gym, depend on how I eat the day before. If I'm going in the gym in the morning, depend on what I ate the day before. If I didn't eat well enough, there are moments like that I don't eat well enough, and I'm going to work out, I know I'm going to need energy. Therefore, before I step out of the house, even though if I'm not hungry, I'll take a spoon of peanut butter. What is peanut butter? Peanut butter is fat. I prefer my body to tap into my fat system instead of my protein, whatever protein that is left in my body if I didn't eat well before, the day before. So this is why we need to understand our body. We need to see what give us those natural moments, those natural energies. If, for instance, there's a juice you like and you feel like when you drink it, it gives you energy, why don't you tap into that juice? That particular, let's say if it's apple juice, for instance, it has sugar. If that gives you energy when you drink it, well, you need energy at the gym, so drink that juice. That doesn't mean you have to take supplement for it. And that's just one example, all right, that I do for myself to to use those kind of things into my system. I'm touching different topic, but as they're coming in my mind, I'm just putting them out there. And so in terms of learning from experiences, back to the hospital thing, I knew that being at the hospital wasn't a good thing. I didn't like that feeling, so I make sure I enjoy my everyday movement. I try to make the best out of it. And then in terms of me getting sick, I didn't know if it was something that I ate or if it was my body that naturally produced that kind of abscess near my kidney. So whatever it might be, the doctor couldn't find a reason for it. So I changed my routine. I focus on eating, make my own things. I didn't know if it was something I ate, if it's from those restaurants. That doesn't mean, eating outside is bad, but that was the thought process for me based on my experience. So you have to look into yourself. Whatever is wrong within you, learn from it, and then try to improve to be better. These moments or things like that pops out in my mind, and want to share it. So for those young people who constantly taking those supplement, popping them every time they're heading to the gym, like I said, there's nothing wrong with it, but do these people try to see if their body could produce those energy, those things, those natural things your body was designed to? do they allow their body to do the work that it needs before they take the supplement? Supplement's supposed to be a substitution of something, lack of something. But they probably already, especially when you're young, you probably have tons of energy. You could, your body probably can produce the energy that you need to be at the gym, but they don't take the time to analyze their body to do its work. They automatically supplement everything and keep their natural energy suppressed, and then now their body probably gonna be adapted to the supplement, and then once, let's say, they run out of money, they can buy the supplement, and then they become crazy. Their body can't really function. Their body need that substitution that they used to keep on putting in their system, and they going nuts and stuff like that. I'm just saying, but that doesn't mean it's gonna happen. But what I'm seeing is that later on in the future, let's say whatever that particular supplementation that they've been taking, I'm just saying, out of the blue, I don't know, I don't research each individual supplementation that's out there, I don't know, I'm just saying, what if later on in the future, those things that they kept on putting in their system produce something else in their body that they cannot get rid of? How do they deal with that? If instead they were to use the supplementation occasionally, when the way that supplementation was supposed to be used, like they don't have time to cook, okay, they'll take a little shake to supplement for lack of nutrition. But it seems like it's a constant, it's like every day they step out of the gym, every single day. It seems, okay, from outside looking from far away, it just seems that many of them just keep on taking those things, those supplementation, and now their body is used to it. In the future, how will their body adapt without the supplementation, when in fact the body was originally designed to do everything that you're supposed to do? You need energy, the body was designed to do that, right? My crazy thoughts. So, another episode of The Mind. Let me know what you think, if I make sense. And like I said, I did not do any research on any specific supplementation. I do myself put supplement in some of my cookies. That's how I sometimes supplementing some of the things that I do without taking it straight or directly, concentrated directly into my body. I put it in some of my cookies, and how will I say that? It helps. I guess I mix it with some natural stuff. For instance, I made one, actually I need to edit this video. I made oatmeal cookies out of avocado. I had a couple avocados that were going bad. Instead of throwing it away, I used the avocado to make as a base for my oatmeal cookies, and then I added, I believe, a spoon or two of creatine. I used to put, what's that other supplement? I forgot the name of it. I ran out for, like, after you work out, to help you from pain of your bones. I forgot the name of it. I'll look it up and I'll probably will put the word in. And then I sometime will put, when I usually have that protein, a scoop of protein into my oatmeal cookies. So me talking of those things, that doesn't mean I don't use supplement. I use supplement, but I don't use it the same way that I see many young people are doing it. So I'm not saying to stay away from supplement. That's not what I'm saying whatsoever. But I don't let my body depend on the supplement. All right? I let my body use its natural energy. I allow the body to do what it's supposed to do, and for it to for it to behave and act the way it's supposed to do, so my body don't depend on them. And one thing that I also use between my between my workout is I drink orange juice. Why do I drink orange juice? It's something I found by accident. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, so I had to do something. The kids were making noise. So in terms of my drink between my workout, I believe I was talking about orange juice. Why I drink orange juice. One thing you have to be careful with is that orange juice with the citric kind of thing do have effect on your teeth. So you have to make sure once you get home, you shake water in your mouth, you brush your teeth and stuff like that. But that's not the point. The point is, this is why sometimes it's good to pay attention to what you put in your system. And it's not like every day that I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna put this in my mouth, let me see how that affect me. No, it's just usually when things happen and you realize how it affect you, and then I process it in my mind and see what's the good of it. Or if it meant something to me, it's stick in my mind, I realize it's good. So it's not like every day I'm, focusing on everything that although I do control what I eat, but I don't go around thinking how it's gonna affect my body this way or that way or something like that. So the orange juice is something I found by accident. I was working out at my old gym, the gym that I had issue with, and I don't think at that time I wasn't really focused too much on the way I am right now with nutrition and all this stuff. I was working out. It was the time where I wanted to lose my pregnancy weight and things like that. Although throughout high school and college I work out, but not as deep. I guess mentally I've become more strong, more understanding and things like that. I evolve. I'm more mature, pretty much. That's the word, more mature. I was working out, and I believe I did not eat well, either during the day. At that time I was going in the afternoon because my kids were very young. I believe my oldest I don't even think my oldest was in school yet. Maybe he was in school during the day, but I had my youngest, so I had to be in the house with my youngest. My youngest wasn't in school yet, so I used to go to the gym at night once my husband comes home, and then I go to the gym. So I think that day my nutrition wasn't that great. I didn't eat well. So while I was working out, I felt like I was gonna faint. And occasionally now, I'll get back to it. So I didn't feel good. It's not like I wanted to throw up. It's just that my workout wasn't going great in the middle of it. At the beginning I was okay, but in the middle of my workout, I had more to go. I didn't feel good. And I had the orange juice in my bag. I don't know if I was drinking it if it was leftover for the day before or something. I don't remember. But I had that orange juice in my bag. And something tells me, drink the orange juice. Oh my God. The instant I drank the orange juice, I felt good. I had energy. I wanted to do more than what I wanted to do at the gym. This is where the learning moment came. And I was like, oh shit, the orange just gave me that much energy. So from now on, ever since, I think I knew I had the energy that day, but going home, I was thinking about it. And then ever since I said, that will be my intermediate, my drink during my workout. So every time I go to the gym, I have orange juice in my bag. It really helps me work out, and occasionally at the gym I think it just helps. It helps a lot, and I've mentioned it in a couple other videos. So this is why, and I think not too long ago I do a small research about orange and to see what's the good of it, right? And then I came to an article. It could have been, maybe I wrote it on my website. I haven't been on my website for a while, so I need to shape it up a little bit. I believe I wrote something about it, and I put the link. Either it's one of my videos. I put the link of that particular article, where the article, it's one of those where you read something and then you get one small little bit out of the article and it's stuck to your mind. The article, I read everything. It's a reasonable size article, but the thing that I got out of it was that during marathon, they usually cut oranges, put it on the side of the road for the runners. It helps stimulate or rejuvenate their energy or something like that. If I find that video, that article, I'll put it on that link and the link of this video too. So it by accident, without knowing, I found out orange juice is good. So since even though, don't get me wrong, if you could squeeze the orange yourself, it would be better. But who has time every day to squeeze orange juice and stuff like that, oranges? So I usually buy Tropicana orange juice at Costco. I have cases of orange juice in my house. So whenever I go to the gym, I will take 2 or 3 with me. And then my youngest love it, and I have to be careful with him because he drinks it, but he doesn't shake water in his mouth afterwards, so I don't want his teeth to be rotten. Luckily, he hasn't changed teeth yet, but eventually the old one's gonna go, but I want to make sure he keep that kind of proper hygiene to shake water when he drinks those orange juice, so it doesn't mess up his teeth. So yeah, I think I touched a couple topics. It's already 25 minutes into the video. So these are the things sometimes that cross my mind, and this is one of them, and I wanted to share with you. And you have to learn from your experience, see how it affects you, and then improve on it. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.